Okay. Should be starting the stream. I meant to do this earlier, but I kind of lost track of time. I was working on another project, and then I had a meeting at work. And I don't know how late I'm going to be on making this, but I forgot I was wanting to do weekly builds in Diablo, trying to just get some builds going. So let me load my dungeon clearing build. Sweet, there we go. Ooh, got some points to spend. Sure, I'll buff that. And then bam, bam. I'm going to slowly be working my way down through there towards that node. But let me hit refresh on YouTube. Just kind of make sure that I am actually live. Looks like I am. Awesome. So this is going to go exactly how it has been going. I'm going to be making a random build on this. Let's see here. Throw in, yes, this one. Chaotic Uniques. There we go. That build with Tad, that Earthquake build, amazing so far. Amazing. It's better than this build, actually. I might end up making that a feature of these, I guess. Just like forcing myself to use the previous build. I just didn't want to have to like switch out all my my tributes, honestly, because they're all on this character, and I don't have space for them in my bank. So I have to keep in mind the clutter that I have in there. I really gotta start clearing it out. But yeah, gonna go through this again. I kind of really enjoy this, the making a random build based off of just what I find in here. It's so fun. And I also do like how much damage this build does. This build does an immense amount of damage. Let's kill the damage resistance guys. There we go. Now I can actually start doing damage to people. This just does most of its damage with curses, and then Piranado comes out of nowhere and finishes it up. There's two builds that I'm currently kind of hoping that I get the unique for, and on some of them I actually already have the uniques that, like, if I get a certain unique, I already have a better version of it, most likely, that I'm going to be using, but I don't want to make that build until I, get it in this type of a situation. And one of them is for a barbarian, one of them is for a druid. The barbarian one is Iron Maelstrom. I kind of want to use that. I need to get Unbroken Chain and Third Blade. I already do have one of those. I don't think Third Blade itself is going to be like something that warrants an Iron Maelstrom build. But if I get it, I might test it out. The other one is actually not for a character I have on the seasonal server. It's on the Eternal Realm, and that is the Druid one. I want to make a Storm Wolf build, but not like using Claw, using Hurricane. I want to see how much damage I can make Hurricane end up doing. Even though, yeah, I know Hurricane isn't like an amazing build. I just kind of want it. But other than that, I have to kind of see what I end up getting. Gotta see where these all go. I'll do 2, maybe 3 of these little passes, because these are kind of quick. I don't know how late I'm going to be on doing this specifically, So I gotta make sure I get up for work in the morning. I mean, it's only 6. It's not late at all. So I got plenty of time. Also, I'm ignoring everything else because they literally do not matter at this point. Because literally, like, what are they going to give me? A little more Paragon points? Hungry. Long tooth. Hungry. Take that long tooth. Two-handed scythe. Okay. Okay. And a mace. A unique mace. Oh, casting a defensive skill deals 2,000 damage to a nearby poisoned enemy, increased by 50% every 100 willpower you have, and it's 10% cooldown reduction on defensive skills. Okay, okay. So let me kind of hold on to these two. So that's not the unique item I would have needed for the druid build, but I said I would do this 2 or 3 times. Mostly because I want some more options than just the first 2 that come along, you know? So I'm currently leaning towards that flesh render one because I don't know if I want to do a bloodless scream build. It'd be sever, so I guess I could. I'll keep it in mind. And then if I need to, I'll end up rolling a die. I don't have any of my dice near me, though. So, I have these, like, from an old job, I have these, like, bullet casings that are for really, really large caliber bullets. And so what I want to do at some point is get, like, a set of dice to go in each one and use them as, like, gifts for people. And I'm thinking, like, if I got dice that actually looked like bullets. Ooh, if I could design some dice in Onshape. Ooh. Oh, and then I could get one of my friends to paint them. Oh, okay, okay. Because I got some white filament currently. And speaking of filament right now, so I've been working on, granted, I've been wanting to work more productively on it. I have not been the most productive on this, but I've been working on a automatic card shuffler. And I've been at an impasse for a while because the motors I have just are not strong enough to move the set of cards that I got. And so what I'm kind of thinking is, can I make it not require, like, can I get something that automatically shuffles cards together consistently that doesn't require much electricity, much strength of a motor at all? So what I'm currently doing is I'm trying to print out some pieces that will end up kind of like sticking together at a hinge, and then I will like open it and have gravity be the thing that moves it downward. But I don't know how I'm gonna make sure that like one card is on top of the other, you know? Especially considering with how these 3D prints are going, I don't know how accurate I can end up being. Because what I did set for a distance of like a gap for the cards to go through of 1 millimeter ended up being sealed shut when it printed out because of, as it was printing, the heat warped the material downward in kind of an arc, kind of stretching the plastic, and it didn't take. So I'm thinking either I just have to do that one differently, like print it differently, or I have to figure out another way around it. I do have some like screws that I could use into the plastic, so I can like I can use screws there. So I gotta keep that in mind, that it's not like something that has to all be printed in one piece, but I want to be able to have all of it printable, basically. That way if anyone else does get one, they can print the same file and get the same result. Oh, there's my kitty. She was cuddling up with me. She was actually cuddling with me earlier. She was being quite needy. It was very adorable. Okay. Why I was taking damage and just kind of standing there is I was petting my cat. And as anyone who has been watching these would know, is that I will always sacrifice myself in a game to pet my cat. She's adorable. She's legitimately cute. But that's okay. Don't stun me, enemies. Let me through. Whee! Okay, on to the boss. After I drink some tea. Okay. Oh, it's Longtooth the Wretched. I don't know what did 700 million damage there, but something did. Death. Amulet, nice. Helm, boots, and then a two-handed mace. Battle trance, okay. Harmony of Abawaka. And Beastfall boots? Beastfall boots. Okay. I do really need to see this, though. Vulnerable damage, resource cost reduction. I might be able to sell it, but I don't really care for it. So it's not going to be used. Okay, I think 5 different unique items to choose from. Did I get it for 5 different classes as well? I think I did, because I got Rogue Beastfall Boots. Spiritborn is the Helm of Ubawaka, whatever you call it. Battle Trance is Barbarian. Bloodless Scream is Necromancer. And Flesh Render is Druid. Okay. So I gotta make a build for one of 5 classes. So I think, whatever I choose, I definitely got enough of these to make a build. But the question is, what type of build do I want? Do I want Spiritborn? I don't think so on some of these characters, or some of these, actually, on 4 of these 5, I'd have to do it on the Eternal Realm. I could only really do Bloodless Scream on the Seasonal Realm. And that would be a Sever build, I think I would do. Because Darkness skills chill enemies. The Darkness skills have up to 100% chance to generate 18 additional essence against frozen enemies. I'd probably do Bloodless Scream, Grooves of the Empty Tomb, and try to fill the ground with Desecrated Ground and go that route. Flesh Render, I'd stack cooldown reduction and damage to poisoned enemies, and then try to cast only defensive skills. Primarily the Werebear one, whatever that's called, the one that reduces damage from enemies, as well as like some of the other ones, like Howl, the werewolf one would be nice. But I'd probably just try to like utilize all of them. Because that could be doing pretty good. I would need a way of making sure enemies around me were poisoned. But I could probably do that. Battle Trance, I could do that would be Frenzy, and I do kind of want to try a Frenzy build, so I think that's a good trick, a good chance. I should have a better Frenzy or a Battle Trance, but let's try this Frenzy build out, because I've been going with this Earthquake build quite a bit. So now it's time for Tad to go back to being a different type of Tad. Because nobody uses Frenzy. Nobody that I know of, at least, uses Frenzy. But let me start. Go. Fine. Hold on. I'm wanting to go to here. Because I'm wanting Frenzy, right? Yeah, Frenzy. Frenzy. Ooh, before I go into that, all of this masterwork thing, because this is going to be for the actual build. Rackonaut's Wake, cooldown reduction, because it got a greater affix. Yes. Cooldown reduction again? Do I get lucky? No. That's okay, though. So this is going to go from a 6.3 second cooldown to a 5.8. So that goes down 0.5 seconds. Half a second. Pretty good. Okay. So let's go down here. Let's save this. Yes. Let's go up here. Let's load this. Yes. This build definitely cannot do Torment 4 yet, but I have to add a few things. Primarily, I have like no glyphs because I didn't have any of them before. You were a Dex 1, and I think you were going to be Wrath. And if not, you are now. Get so much more Dex. Let's get those. Sweet. Okay, let's see here. You don't have too much, but... damage while wielding two-handed weapons. Twister, no. Imbiber, no. Ambidextrous. Increased damage while wielding two-handed weapons. Yeah, could go for that. Oh wait, no, you're another Dex 1. I see now, I see. Ambidextrous, Cleaver, Challenger, Brawl, Blood Feeder. Increased damage to bleeding enemies, and I do believe I'm going to be making enemies bleed every hit. Let's see here. I'm going to need, on this one, Strength. Executioner, no. Dominate, no. Disembowel, increased bleeding damage, no. Crusher, no. Exploit, Martial, Mortal Draw, no. Revenge. Weapon Master is... Undaunted, Seething. Maybe Seething. Something Seething. Disembowel. Ambidextrous. Let's... Oh, Ire is always a good one. Ooh. Let's do Ire here. Yeah, you there. Because you'll be giving me better crit damage and better damage, so that's honestly good. And then let's do Blood Feeder. Oh, I already got seething then. Oh wait, this one I had for willpower. Which of these based off of willpower? Revenge? No. Fiber? No. Mm. No, you're gonna be strength. Okay. Okay. So that should be okay. Let's double check some things here. Oh, some boots and a ring. Oh yeah. Ring and boots. Okay. So you're gonna be changed. The aspect I was meaning. But yeah, so this is why I didn't add the item I had picked up for this build, because I had already had a blood trans. Well, does that really count as me making a build based off of it then? I already had a build based off of it. I don't think it does. So I'm going to claim it doesn't. It does not count. Yeah. Does not count for it. So, as much as it is a good idea to actually upgrade this build, doesn't count. Getting the... Okay, so like, this weapon is amazing, and I want to make a build with it. So I was kind of hoping I'd get that one. But, let's go here. Let's save this. Let's load this one back on. Just because it's better. It's better. Look at that. 18% cooldown. That's such a small cooldown. Okay, whatever. Let me log in as a druid on the other one. Let's see. Let's do Santa. He's a fun little druid to be on, and I could see him having a dumb build. I do want to make a few tutorials of some of these other builds that I do have. Santa is a super stealth werewolf druid. He likes to run around and slap people really hard. But do I have a flesh render on here? Also. Save this build. 100%. Wait. You're 1 star away. Can I do... I might as well. I might as well. Yeah. Nice. Ring of Starless Skies. I might as well. I might as well. I shouldn't be doing this, but I might as well. I mean, Santa's worth it. Yes, give me more core skills. %27% attack speed. Nice. Alright. Okay. Neat. Are you useful? Not really. Okay. I have quite a few mythics. But what I would be looking for is flesh render would be in here. And I do have some flesh renders. Okay. And specifically, I got ones that give me cooldown reduction. Okay, but here's the thing. Do I make them on this build? I actually don't think I make them on this build because I'm wanting to limit how much I have to trade mythic uniques around so that I don't have to have a bunch. And on this build, this druid uses a decent Harlequin crest. It has 44% cooldown reduction, if I remember correctly. Didn't have a greater affix in it, but yeah, 44%. This is a legacy item. This is only a level 50 item. I am not getting rid of it because it rolled everything into that. Like, come on, that's just good. And this has, this build is saved and up to date. Let me just double check and make sure it is saved. Awesome. And you there. Oh my goodness, my kitty is stretching. Come here, kitty who is stretching. Come here. Come here. She's gonna run into the living room. Wait a minute. Can I don't know what to do with these. All the power in these has been drained. It can no longer be used to summon foes at an altar. So do I just sell these Stygian stones? Really? I grinded so much for those, and now they're just literal trash. You're +7 to backlash, and your unique effects are the same. You are a or low roll defensive cooldown. I think this one. Okay. So let me first of all unequipped a lot. Actually, no, I'll leave it all equipped. I'll leave it equipped, and I'll switch it out as I need. I know I'm going to need to switch this out. Do I have a offhand that I could use in the meantime? I have this thing, Stone Burst. While channeling Stone Burst, and for 2 seconds afterwards, you gain 15% damage reduction. Stone Burst's final explosion deals 20% increased damage, further increased by 20% for each size increase. So I can make it so that Stone Burst is utilized. Wait, what's the cooldown on that? 5.7 seconds. 5.7. Versus without this. 7. Takes down a full second. Nice. Okay. Great Staff of the Crone is also a fun one. Claw's now a storm skill. Okay. Do I have Murmuring Orbs? I do. Let's get me an offhand. Totem.
Fair bit of not fair bit of magic. Not much, is it?
Okay. Do pretty decent. You are decenter. No. You are decenter. And you have cooldown reduction. Alright, that's fine though. Get rid of the rest.
What do you need?
2 new looks. That's okay though. A skill tree, or we're gonna reset the Paragon board. I really gotta clean my apartment because I keep getting these gnats and they're annoying me. And they make me think that my apartment is dirty. Respect mode. Refund all. No points. Starting from scratch. If I add points, I'm going to probably want this one, and I'm going to be trying to utilize it as an attack. Just like these ones. I'm going to try to utilize all of these as an attack. Except, well, these ones I will utilize as defensive. Oh no, that one's so good. You will be Bam Bam, and then Blood Howl increases your attack speed. No. Generates 20 spirit. You deal 25% increased damage until you shapeshift out of werewolf form. That's actually pretty good. Those are both pretty good. I'll do the attack speed one. Increased damage for seconds after using a defensive skill. non-physical resistance. You gain 7%. We're going to get a bunch of damage reduction after using one. And barrier amount is what increases there. Powerful wind surrounds you, granting 21% non-physical damage reduction. The winds rapidly expand, knocking back enemies. So I'm kind of thinking, I don't know if I'm going to use that. I don't know if I'm going to, I don't know if I'm going to use that either. Maximum spirit increases your core skills, deal more damage. Basic skills generate more spirit. Critical chance against closed enemies. I guess I can increase that. You gain movement speed while in werewolf form. You gain damage reduction while in werebear form. I guess that for now. Okay, so let's confirm for a moment, because that's what I'm gonna have. Get rid of all of these. So can I actually combine this with something? So my thinking is, here, because I can make my. Would I want to though? Because I'm like, I can make all my my storm skills, werewolf skills. But I need, for my defensive skills, 5.7, 6.7, 7.6, 6. You technically have kills reduced cooldown of Blood Howl by 1 second. So you have the highest chance of being reused. So let's make you that one, you that one, you that one. And I'm actually thinking right now. Quick question. If I utilize Tempest Roar with Mad Wolf's Glee. If I do that, I could go bam bam. You now have 10 instead of 6. But what I'm thinking is with this, I'll probably not use Tybalt's Will. I probably will use this thing for the cooldown reduction. I probably won't use that, but I'll probably use cooldown reduction gear elsewhere. And I probably won't use that. But the thing is, what I'm thinking with these items, I can try to force Hurricane to always be active, and I could utilize having wolves, and I can make it so that when you critically strike, your wolves gain increased attack speed, or your wolves have. I'll probably do the attack speed one. And I know I can make wolves spread rabies, so let's look at all of these. Let's look at the keyword wolves. Wolves. Because I kind of want that thing. Grizzly Rage is now a werewolf skill. Dire Werewolves gain 25% movement speed and 50% spirit cost reduction instead of damage reduction. In addition, kills heal you. Or this one, Moonrage Aspect. Kills have a 5% chance to summon a wolf companion. and then I could have hurricanes around those, and then I can make it so that my hurricanes poison enemies, right? I can get a board that does that. Let me just... Storm skills deal increased damage equal to 20%. Okay, that I'd be using. Wouldn't be using Earth skills. Wouldn't be using Werebear. Critical strikes with Werewolf skills restore Spirit. I don't think I'm going to be spending Spirit. While poison enemy is nearby, you deal increased damage. Yes. And then after shapeshifting, your Spirit costs are reduced. That wouldn't matter. Nature magic skills have a 40% chance to entangle enemies and poison them. Yes, that thing. So I'd be using that, but also, I do that a lot. I think there's poison enemies are slower, shred and lacerate deal an additional 24%. No. I wanted werewolf skills deal poison damage. But that might not happen, and that's okay. Here, let me see here. Every third werewolf skill critically hits. I don't think I'd be using that one. I could be utilizing storm skills, have a cast grant 2 spirit, and deal 6% increased damage when damaging a vulnerable, immobilized, or stunned enemy. It's pretty nice. Your companion skills each gain 1 additional companion and deal 80% increased damage. Gain the passive effect of Ravens, Wolves, and Poison Creeper. Ooh. And Poison Creeper is summon 1 Poison Creeper to periodically emerge from the ground every 7 seconds, applying poisoning damage to enemies. Wait, I could just look for poison. What has poison to it? Oh, wait. Wolves deal 25% increased damage to... Okay. That poisons enemies. That's shred. Claw poisons. No. Rabies I would be getting, I think. Okay, yeah. I'm going to do this. This is going to be like damage supplement while I'm bouncing around those. So I am going to want wolves. I don't know if I'm going to want that. I am going to want this. Hurricane has a 15% chance to make enemies vulnerable. Yes. You and your companions gain 10% bonus critical strike damage against poisoned enemies. Okay. I am going to want to rabies. Spread distance increases. Let's see, shapeshifting into a new animal form. No. You deal 5% increased damage. No. Okay, that's one shapeshifting. Yeah, that's one shapeshifting. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go with this one for the increased damage to vulnerable enemies. We're gonna go storms have a chance to make enemies vulnerable. Increased hurricane duration. Up to a 10% chance when dealing damage to a vulnerable, immobilized, or stunned enemy. That one. And I plan on poisoning enemies a lot as well. Dealing lightning damage to enemies has a set 8% chance to immobilize them. Let's go with deal 5% increased damage to distant enemies. No. Deal 3% increased damage while healthy and while... okay. Companions do more damage. After casting a companion skill, your next core wrath skill damage and critical strike chance are increased by 5% up to... Okay. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My 6th skill. I guess rabies. Hey, rabies works. Yeah. So rabies will be my left click. We're gonna go digitigrade gate. Okay. Let's go. Bam. Bam. We need some items, so I'm gonna want different one of these. I'm gonna want different one of these. I'm probably gonna keep those. I'm gonna want different this, different this, different this. And I have learned something that the den is actually a pretty good place to get some gear because you can buy packs of gear.
It's a fierce shield you forged.
I could teach you how to forge your own shield, little
I
man.
like how you say that and
Get me that one.
proceed to not get them. Yes. That being said, are these good? No. 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 Pants. Max life dodge chance. No. No.
Glad
I'm not
that's
doing it.
done.
I'm not doing it. Give a shit it is. Okay. Okay. I like Cure of Shed because my purveyor of curiosities right here. Let's buy a bunch of amulets.
Very nice. It seems your prayers have been
Oh, that was all of them.
answered.
Huh? Well, okay then. Willpower damage resistance to all elements. Willpower damage lightning resistance. Okay, we'll go with that one then. All items salvage. Yes. Can I buy some items? Yeah, I guess the den it is then. The den it is. Okay.
I'll try to make this quick.
So, oh, I could have looked at that, and I probably wouldn't have bought it. So we'll do that. Refresh. Your willpower, max life, spirit on kill. I don't know. Boss summon cash always. No. Defensive
That's
aspect.
carried to one.
Okay. I don't think I got anything super useful there, actually. No. Well, actually, that thing I did.
We supply, you demand. That's what
I guess I'll buy this ring. It's not great, but it's better than nothing. Resupply. Utility aspect.
Counted out, right?
Defensive aspect. Cash. I am gonna have to go to the bathroom here soon, but I want to open a few more of these. I got amulets. Ah, nice, nice. Oh, I got a glove. I got a pair of gloves. That's good. That's good. That just means I actually just need a ring. One more resupply. Buy that.
Check, check, and yes, all balanced out.
Let's do that. Let's go to here. Boss summoning cash, defensive aspect cash. Sweet. No. 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 Maybe. Yeah, this one. Awesome. So I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Give me like 10 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Sorry that took a while. I also was looking and I noticed that my 3D printer did print mostly what it was meant to, but I'm starting to think that if I can get, I gotta get these sides to be more like um, complete. So I might end up adding in some like little physical supports that I'm meant to cut out. I might do that. Alright, but back to where I was. I was looking at these boss summoning cache. They don't drop that much. Defensive aspect, I'll hold on to it. Okay, but let's see here. You, wolves. Let's look for anything that buffs up companions. Companions gain double the bonus from the bestial rampage key passive. Kitty, why'd you just headbutt me? Why'd you just headbutt me? Companion skills deal an additional 10% damage per companion you have. That is pretty nice. Ravens now deal lightning damage, which is increased by 88%. Raven's active deals its full damage in half the time, and enemies inside are stunned. That is pretty nice. Blood Howl increases critical strike chance by 17%. In addition, Blood Howl affects nearby players. It's not a companion skill. This thing. 5% chance. Okay. Let's ignore that. Let's look up our wolf. Werewolf skills function as storm skills and... Okay, no. Your wolf companions are now werewolf companions and spread rabies. Okay, you deal 55% increased damage when hitting a poison enemy with a Warbearer skill or... Yeah. Casting Hurricane also spawns a smaller hurricane on your wolves for 8 seconds. These hurricanes deal a percentage of... yeah. Critically striking an enemy with shred? No. Okay. So this thing... Okay, let's see here. Debilitating Roar is now a werewolf skill. In addition, Debilitating Roar will immobilize poisoned enemies for 4 seconds. That actually might prove useful. But let's put that on here. And let's look up Hurricane. Hurricane damage. Throw that on you. And then I think there's one more in its utility. While Hurricane is active, gain 5 ranks to shapeshifting skills. So that'll be 8 ranks. So you are going to be... Hurricane is going to be buffing itself, essentially. Okay. Let's kind of find some things. Let's go with... Casting companion skill grants 20% increased companion damage for 5 seconds. Maybe. I need this thing. Sorry, that sneeze came out of nowhere. I am gonna want Thunderstruck. I'm gonna want critical strikes with werewolf skills. Okay, so that one maybe, and that one probably. So this one. Rotate board, attach it. Sweet. don't know if I'm going to need a bunch of attack speed, honestly. So, that, and then I'm going to need, this board is a good board, because, like, those are good. Yeah. It's just a good board. Okay. Let's go with bam, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then poison enemies. Preview. And attach that. Sweet. And I do plan on poisoning enemies. Okay. So let's see what glyphs I might want / need. For starters, I will probably want spirit down here, because I always go crit chance and damage. Always. It's just the damage multipliers are kind of hard to ignore. Okay. That. There we go. One more. Actually, I could do that. Let's go you. Okay. Protector, Tectonic, Human, Territorial, Earth and Sky. That would buff that. Okay, so that's Earth and Sky is good. That one's also good. So Earth and Sky. Fang and Claw. Because you're gonna buff damage to close enemies and storm damage, which is good. Then on this one, I could go Werewolf, go Exploit. Don't want to do Bane, don't want Dominate, don't want Headhunter, not Guzzler. Execution, maybe? For every 5 willpower purchased within range, your lightning bolts and dancing bolts deal increased damage. I don't know. Keeper, well, take 20%. Wilds, Daunted Tracker, okay. I think I'm gonna try Electrocution. And I am gonna try Werewolf, and you need willpower. There we go. But that's gonna buff up a lot. Hold on. I am gonna probably want that, but I'm also gonna probably want that. I think. Think it might be quicker. No, it'll be quicker to go this route. Okay. Damage reduction from poisoned enemies, poison resistance, probably fine on it. I'm gonna go down because that's towards damage reduction. Your critical strike chance and vulnerable damage. Okay. So you need willpower, so let's get all the willpower nodes near you. You. That. You're set. You are set. So you just kind of work towards one of these, I guess. Because I believe you're also set, right? Yeah. And the bottom one is set? Yeah. So let's take a look at these. Resistance to all elements and max life. Awesome. And I got all my imprinted aspects. Okay. Now you last 10 seconds. So let's deal with a few things. Okay. Critical strike chance and lucky hit chance, max life, attack speed, crit damage. I'm gonna go with that one. You? No. I think that one. Or actually, dealing damage with storm skills, lightning bolt, and dancing bolts also applies in addition. This one. 100% this one. Dealing poison damage has a 1% down. Yes. Movement speed impairment. Okay. Okay. If that doesn't work, then okay. So let's go to Kiovashed. Okay. If I don't do this, then that's okay. But right now, Hurricane, rank 9. I thought it would be higher. So actually, I might. If I did this, Hurricane's still rank 9. Does 57, 61, so it does slightly more. But with this, then I should get more buffs from being a werewolf. That's kind of my thinking. This is Torment 4, so I'm expecting this to go horribly. Okay. I am liking this better. Okay. So let's reset a little bit. Let's reset. I'm not going to be using those two. So, yeah, that's honestly that's fine. Let's do that. Kitty, why you keep twitching? Also, let's just look really quick. Nice, with no masterworked gear at all. It's still doing pretty decent. What? Kitty, kitty! I have debilitating roar. I'm not werewolf companions and deal 13. Okay. So, for this, I don't think I need Fang and Claw. I'll deal with it later. I'm not sure how much I'm enjoying this so far. This specific variation of this, because it's like I need the hurricanes on my companions, my wolf companions. Maybe I don't need them. Because it is doing 1,000,000 damage or so. Yeah, it's doing 1,000,000 damage. I'm not too sure if I'm liking it. I don't know. I'll put this build kind of up on the side for now. It's not great. I'll probably call it here for now. This build didn't work out the way I wanted it to, and I'm not really feeling like rushing through and like trying to get it to work out more. I kind of want to like, I don't know, sit back, relax a little bit more, and try a few things elsewhere, do a few other things. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here for today. This one was kind of a bust. I didn't enjoy this one as much as like the last ones. I might end up going live again a little bit later today to do some stuff. But for now, I'm gonna call it here. I'm not feeling it right now, but I'll come back and do some other stuff later. You guys have a good one, but bye for now.